Over 80 new Funko Pops are going to be announced in June. Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today we're going to be going over everything expected to be announced in June 2026. This will include a lot of different licenses and fandoms, so make sure to stick around. You might see something you want. Now guys, I want to go ahead and ask the question of the day before we get started, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that does not have a face? And I'm going to go with, sideways, 0 here from Borderlands. Alright guys, so do keep in mind everything we're about to go over is not officially confirmed until Funko does announce it, but there's a strong chance we're going to see a lot of these next month. I bought these Funko Pops on Whatnot, and I also bought these video games on Whatnot. Whatnot is a great place where you can buy all kinds of different collectibles, as I just showed you, video games, Funko Pops, statues, and so much more. And buying those fun video games as well as those cool Funko Pops I just showed you was as easy as just swiping a button as you're seeing here. And if you've never heard of Whatnot, they're one of the largest live auction apps and websites for collectibles and more. Something else pretty cool with Whatnot is I actually go live over on the app, and I'm going live over on May 23rd at 4 p.m. EST. I'm going to be selling a ton of Marvel as you're seeing here, as well as a bunch of anime, and having some really cool giveaways for you guys. And I would love to see you guys tune in on that day, or just check out the Whatnot app using my sign up link down below. That'll get you a free $15 off your first purchase on Whatnot. Let's go ahead and start off with our anime and video game announcements. First up for anime, we do have Don here. So as you guys know, back at Toy Fair earlier this year, we did get first looks at that next wave. This included Ira there. We also have Gigi with that evil eye chase variation up in the top right corner. And then we also have Okarun, where he's half transformed as a Pop Premium with the half granny face there, as well as Kento is also expected to be coming in this lineup. Now also in this new Don set, we're expected to see exclusives. At the moment though, that's everything known for this new Don wave. Like I said, we got first looks, so we know these are confirmed. Let me know if you're excited for these. Next up for my Demon Slayer fans, the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Pops are finally going to be here. This includes Akaza there. We also have Zenitsu with the dragon. That one's going to be a Pop Premium with a chase variation, a glow chase to be exact. Then we have a brand new Giyu there, Tanjiro, and Kaigaku. I really love that they gave these all colored eyes, well, outside of Zenitsu. I guess they could have given him his colored eyes, but it still looks great either way. But regardless, most of these new Demon Slayer Pops do look really good. I would say Giyu is probably the weakest of the bunch. I think they definitely could have done a lot more. Like he went crazy in the movie, and this is the mold we got. Here's hoping we maybe get a really cool exclusive though. And speaking of exclusives, we are expected to see a couple different exclusives in this Infinity Castle wave. However, I want you to keep in mind, not entirely sure if they're going to be announced with this wave, at least all of them, or if they're going to be announced at a different point. Kind of like how they recently just did with the, the Death Note wave. A lot of you guys have been asking me if that's getting any exclusives. We should be seeing exclusives with that if I'm not mistaken, but they weren't announced with a common wave. They're going to be announced at a different point. I'm not really sure why Funko does it that way, but doing my best to keep you guys updated. Anyways, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Pops are officially coming next month for pre-order. Let me know if you're excited. Okay, another new anime set coming is Shangri-La Frontier here. So this is something brand new, which is pretty cool. This includes Sanraku with a chase, Katsuo, Imul, as well as Arthur Pencilgon. Haven't seen this anime, so hopefully I didn't do too bad with those names. But yeah, this one seems to have a little bit low interest. Maybe a lot of people haven't noticed that these are getting Funko Pops. Maybe with the official announcement, more people will be interested, but I would say every time I've shared it and other pages have shared it, interest has been very low. So I won't lie, that worries me a little bit on how these are going to sell, unfortunately. And I'm not saying the anime is bad or it's not popular, it's just sometimes merchandise doesn't really sell very well, even if it's from a good show. And that's definitely been proven by a few different Funko lines. Nonetheless though, I really like that Funko is going in the direction of making more new anime lines versus just adding on to One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, you know, all the lines we already have several for. I think it's great. Like literally we just got Mob Psycho recently. We're also getting Togen Anki later this month. So it's been a really good year for new anime lines. All right guys, so that's what's expected for anime in June 2026. Of course, we could see other exclusive announcements from different lines, or other things could pop up. I'll keep you guys posted as usual. Now moving on to Pop video games, the new Poppy Playtime Pops are expected next month. Somebody was just asking me about this, so here is your answer. This includes Huggy Wuggy, Catnap, Mommy Longlegs, and Poppy. We know these are officially coming coming since they were spotted over at Toy Fair earlier this year too. Some more video game pops includes Astrobot here. This is kind of like a cosplay set. We have Astro with Barkster, Astro as Kratos, Astro as Alloy, Ratchet and Clank Astro, Astrobot 10-inch pop, which is pretty interesting, as well as a mystery mini collection. I am very curious to see how these turn out. It's very long after the game's release, so it kind of worries me, even though Astrobot was Game of the Year at one point. But luckily, it is Astrobot as a lot of people's favorite characters, so obviously that's going to push sales. Next up for Resident Evil fans, we're finally getting more pops. This includes Leon Kennedy, Jill Valentine, which are great because the original two are, expensive. They're over $100, so not everybody can afford that. These will be nice updated variations. We're also expected to see a brand new character of Wesker, as well as Chainsaw Man. Still to this day, Chainsaw Man is such a weird pool. Like, it's an okay character to me, but I just don't get the choice. I don't know who at the marketing team was like, Chainsaw Man. Not Chris Punchaboulder Redfield, not Ada loves Leon secretly. Wong, I forgot her last name there telling the joke. But like, man, I don't get it. There's probably like 15 other characters before Chainsaw Man we should have gotten. I'm still excited about this new Resident Evil line. I can't wait to see what these look like, but come on. Moving on for Street Fighter 4, we have Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and Cammy. So basically characters we already have, but nice updated 2026 mold, so hopefully they do something really cool. For Warhammer 40k, we're expected to get a full new wave. This includes Captain Justian, Orc Nob, Aldari Ranger, and lastly Astra. I don't know too much about Warhammer, but let me know if you're excited. This next one is another pretty interesting announcement and pull, and that's Neopets. I know a few of you guys were asking me about these too and are excited. This includes Aisha, Saibunny, Kachik, and Shoiru. This was never my thing growing up, but I did know people who had some. And I guess that's a cool question to ask you guys. Did you ever own a Neopet? Okay, so that wraps up anime and video games. Let's go to move on to pop movies and TV. First up for Scooby-Doo fans, this basically just said Scooby-Doo vase. So this is the only thing I could think of maybe that is Scooby-Doo literally in a vase from this scene. That would be my guess. If anybody has any other guesses, let me know down below. Pop horror, we're expected to see the Jason underwater pop Nook here. Not enough blood, man, but still really cool. Next for Family Guy, we do have our brand new Stewie Griffin pop here where he's holding Rupert. I actually do like this Stewie pop. Should we have gotten other characters? Yes, I'm actually really surprised we didn't get a full new line for Family Guy here versus just getting Stewie. But I know people are a little disappointed that we're only getting Stewie, but it's not like Stewie isn't like top 3 characters in the show, I guess I technically have some comic stuff in this section too, which includes Batman. So this is like Batman through the ages, through the years. This includes a new Batman Beyond, which I'm kind of surprised they chose that. We have so many Batman Beyond pops at this point. It's kind of crazy. We also have Batman Zur in R, which is actually pretty cool because the original one is rather expensive still, so this is a new updated variant. Then we have Batman Inc. as well as Gotham by Gaslight. Okay, so interesting enough, that was one of the few animated movies for Batman I couldn't sit through. Like, I tried, I couldn't get through it, but I heard it was really good and I just don't know why. I don't know, maybe I need to give it another chance. Okay, so some more Batman pops we're expected to see includes Batman Arkham as a pop cover, UV. I'm not sure what UV means in this kind of context, so we'll see how that turns out. Then we also have Batman in his black and blue suit as a cover, and then the Mad Love cover. So a couple different Batman covers, basically. Next up for Beetlejuice, we're getting Beetlejuice animated pops, including Beetlejuice and Lydia Dietz. For Disney fans, we have Alice in Wonderland here. We're getting a full new set, including Alice with the paint, Mad Hatter with tea, the White Rabbit with the horn, and the Queen of Hearts as a pop premium. Gonna be that big head of hers. Ultraman fans, we're getting 2 new pops. This includes Tyga, is that how you say that? Or Tiga, as well as Zero. Never was a fan of Ultraman, but let me know if you're excited. Star Wars fans, a brand new specialty series exclusive, and don't let that scare you. That just means an everywhere exclusive. You can find this pop at a lot of different stores. Won't be hard, but this includes Darth Bane here. I really like that they're including like different like characters that I personally never heard of too in this Legends set. Like, obviously, I guess that's what it's for, but I think it's cool that they're thinking of these characters. Okay, so the last few lists we have to go over some miscellaneous and sports. So first up, we do have a Dia Day, like, axolotl here. I think this is what this is supposed to be, but I'm only really using this image as a reference. No idea exactly what it will look like, just stay tuned. Next, for Pop MLB, we're getting Yamamoto from the World Series in 2025 from the Dodgers. More Sports Pops includes a couple new things from the NFL. We have the NFL legends, including Brian from the Bears, Jim from the Bears, Donovan McNabb from the Eagles, Calvin Johnson from the Lions, Ricky Williams from Dolphins, and Andre Johnson from the Texans. And some NFL mascots are also coming, some older ones. This includes Brownie the Elf, Bucko Bruce, Steely McBeam, and Pat Patriot. Well guys, that's pretty much a majority of what's expected in June 2026 for announcements. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what you're most excited to see and add to your collection. As I said guys, these are going to be announced throughout June, so if you're looking for a particular item and you don't see it one week, it could be announced a different week, so make sure to stay tuned and be patient. And as I mentioned before, a few of these lines are going to have different exclusives. We could also see exclusives from other things that we don't know of just yet. I'll keep you guys updated in future Funko news videos, so of course subscribe to keep up to date. That's all for me today though. Hit the like button down below if you did enjoy. I do want to end off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested, want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.